matches blue was correct.
Yes, and I believe it's going to be another potential shot, like another Wizards 4 match. We're getting deep into the tournament, FFAO.
Yeah, these are some heavy stakes, high stakes matches.
The stakes can be heavy, they can be high,
Yeah.
they can be all the different adjectives. But we've got OkamiOfGames versus neskamikaze. Okami, just a beast of a gamer. A 76% win rate, finished third in their best placement. Is just overall very consistent. It's hard to find a game that Okami is not going to excel at. But that does not mean that he is invulnerable. Up against neskamikaze. Neskamikaze, also very well experienced. I think has played pretty much every NES game known to man. And one of the prolific racers of games on SRL. I think has the highest game played rate. If not, is very close to having it.
The bad part of playing every NES game known to man is that you know you won't be pulling one for this race now.
Yeah, you're safe from any NES game that we could find. At least any not like new game that has just come out of existence, because there's plenty of devs that like to make NES games that you can play now. But NES probably has played them too, so who knows?
Also, see, I don't think we have a game yet.
I would imagine that we're going to be in redraw heck for both of these players. Okami, who hosts the Retro Book Club, essentially plays 5 different games every week. So is constantly building up a I've played this game before every week on his stream. And then neskamikaze constantly racing any game, I think usually with mid-boss if I'm not mistaken. So both of these players have cranked up a lot of different unique games under their belt. So it is not surprising that we have not got a game yet for our players.
What you're saying is that they're only going to be blind to Free or Sokoban to get that.
Yeah. The most exciting thing, chat, out there in Chatland, what's a game you haven't... Let's say a genre is going to come up that you haven't seen yet this mystery tournament, or one that you're just dying to see. What kind of game do you want to see between Okami and neskamikaze? I know we haven't had we've had one lawnmower game. We've had a few ball games. We've had a few penguin games as well, going off our MT staples. We've had a high quota of FPSs. I think like maybe 4 or 5 so far, which is kind of high. So we got, looking at chat, we got lawn unmowing, so a grass growing game. Get our players to touch grass as it grows. Cube-based games. Play-by-email turn-based games. More Mega Man likes. I can guarantee that there's probably at least 20 more Mega Man likes we can throw into the tournament. You know, I'd love to see a Pogo game. I love watching Pogo games. Those ones are silly. Did I miss? Oh, I missed. Sorry, Mikey. I did not see yours. Traditional maze navigation. Yours was the first one. It stuck. It didn't stick out. I'm sorry. But yeah, a Pogo game would be fun. I mean, we just had, well, at least over on Cuso Grande, they had a classic game, Monster Rancher Hop About. That's a silly game. Love that game. They did play as Gollum though, which because it was Kuso. Good choice for Kuso.
I expected that game to be more janky than it was when I actually played, and it was actually
I mean, if you're playing as any character outside of Gollum, I think that's a very fun game. If you're playing as Gollum, it is not fun.
had people having fun in Kusa. That's prohibited.
Unheard of. FFAU, you had that one sub of Racing Your Ghosts, which was a blast to watch. I don't remember what game that was, if I'm remembering this correctly.
Was Asatoth D. Kyoto something Densetsu. I don't remember the full title.
What?
I rewatched that race once in a while. It was one of the best races I've seen here.
One of the best subs too. I would have been trashed by your ghost every time. Would have been a forfeit from me. But watching other people do it, mwah. Love the concept. Loved Polari's NES remixes, medleys. I mean, they're like remix medleys. Love those. Maybe see another one of those. I know Virazek made one for Genesis or Sega racing games. I don't know if that's going to be back. Love to see that one.
I just love to see racing games in general. Doesn't need to be a
Speaking of like games, maybe we could check to see what our players have played in the past to get to this point.
good.
Kill a little bit more time while we figure out a game for them. Okami played Pwn Noob in Swift Stitch, which was a kind of precision movement game. You are a little arrow going on kind of a, not really a grid, but it's a one button game for what I can remember. You push a button to change your angle by 90 degrees. Very fast. You could choose your speed. Very fun game. And then beating Arc-Bliss in Zen Intergalactic Ninja. I think that was just yesterday that was played. Very fun, kind of Mega Man-esque like game. Kind of goofy, cheesy, but very fun. So Okami, no stranger to Mega Man likes. Unfortunately, beating Arc-Bliss. If you're Arc-Bliss, that is. Unfortunately, beating Arc-Bliss. Then on the other side, Neskamikaze beat Phantomat and Bunny Bye Bye. Bunny Bye Bye, a fun little puzzle platformer-esque game made by our very own Jal. So very fun. Beat Sufi in Unknown. Who knows what they played? Because it doesn't say on there. So I can't talk about...
Hot Heat Reset Chapter 1. I don't know what the game is.
Okay, that game. That was like another fast, like indie puzzle platformer-esque game. Less puzzly, more not really platformy, just kind of like precision movement again. And then Neskamikaze beating Econ in Sabnak. Love Sabnak. What a goofy game on the Sharp 68, not 86. Just a goofy little... it's not... I can't say Sokoban, but it's like a controlling rescue game where you can unfreeze and freeze guys around you, and you have to rescue certain people, but they need to they need to be on the exit. It's a wild game. Anytime we see it race, it's a classic race every time.
It's a weird puzzle. I don't know if I still understand the rules to that, but yeah, the races are always very entertaining.
But yeah, so Okami being seeded means that they didn't have to play. Well, they got to have essentially a bye for that first game, so hasn't played as many games as neskamikaze in this tournament, and but still has a good variety of kind of a precision movement, Game Boy Mega Man like. neskamikaze also getting a nice variety, puzzle platformer, puzzle like precision puzzle, and then just kind of straight up puzzle in Sabnak. So a lot of variety. Maybe a racing game we'll see between the two of them. It's probably going to be freeware, but who knows? We're probably still deep in the minds of getting a game for them.
I actually had no redraws, so they just proposed a game and they both said, okay.
We like to see. So we have a game. It's just a matter of getting it set up at this point.
This is a pretty well-known game, and I'm surprised they're both blind to it.
I will be excited to see what it is. Can still
Okami
have
said
more.
he does know the game, but he hasn't played it.
And not necessarily seeing a game means it is just a ban, because a lot of games have very unique controls that you need to play them really in order to understand what's happening. And hopefully that's the case for this game. Excited for more mystery action.
One of those games where the title screen is black. The streamer's nightmare.
Yeah, all you future itch.io game devs, make title screens with a bit of color. Don't make restreamers fear the cropping of your game. Save a restreamer. Add a little color.
Please, if you message me saying you added a little color to your title screen, I'll make sure to submit your game to the next MT.
If you're one of those game devs that heard this and took away their color, we will not restream your race. We will not resub your game, and we will leave mildly nice comments about your game on your page, as opposed to exemplary nice comments.
I see 2 streams, so we should be getting very soon. I'll just go with the cropping I have and we can fix it if needed.
We can pray, hope, and pray. I guess while we wait, maybe we can make a nice little prediction for our friends here in Chatland. All right, chat. Have at it. Who do you think is going to win this race? Bet all of your channel points, all of your clues. Will it be Okami? Will it be neskamikaze? I give you 5 minutes. Put all of the points that you want.
If you want some more
But
information, here's what the game is.
game is Jumper 3. This is a Matt Thorson game. But that's not correct. It's Maddie Thorson, I believe.
It was correct, but it's now no longer correct, and the game
It
was
is now
never
no longer
updated.
correct. But you might know her from Celeste fame. This is one of her earlier games. Yes, look at all these channel points. Put them all down. We have... Well, no, we haven't started your race. We are still looking at our cutscene here. Or maybe we have started. We have started the race. neskamikaze just got trapped in cutscene land. Okami moving as Ogmo, going quick. Ogmo has the double jump. It's a very, very long double jump as opposed to high double jump. Get a lot of distance on it. Yeah, and it's going to be a very quick game. We are beating World 2 again.
Oh yeah, did I not change the goal? It is World 5.
Okay, well, this is World 5. I thought it was going to be very funny to have 2 beat World 2 goals in a row. Looks like Okami has collected Green Ogmo. Green Ogmo can cling to the ceiling. And I believe we have the ability to switch character. We have the ability to choose whichever character we'd like at the beginning of the level. So you can just pick and choose which character you want.
I'm having a bit of trouble understanding how to use this Nogmo.
They're finally getting it. Okami, though, kind of stuck on this one level. There is a clear path to the right. I think is going to see it now. There, Okami getting these grabs. Those background like bushes look like spikes.
So
Where there
much
are
like
actual spikes. Which, yeah, that struggling level has allowed neskamikaze to catch up. Is only one level behind at this point. It's going to be another clear for Okami, beating 1-9. Don't know how high they go, though. We do have 1-10. We have more precision platforming, can only go through the red. Your goal is just to get to the right side of the screen, so you don't care about those coins at top. And that is going to be the first world. We're moving on to stage 2. I think you need to switch to red Ogmo here. Okami being very stubborn.
Not so red,
No, maybe
it just looks faster overall, like you just run and jump. All this green you have to stick and then you wait for the thing to go back and then you stick again.
Yeah, there's going to be the switch to red Ogmo for neskamikaze. Fortunately, did take a little bit longer because died and then had to recollect. But now we have pink Ogmo. Pink Ogmo can hover in air, so pink Ogmo kind of having that SMB2 Peach effect. neskamikaze also collecting pink Ogmo.
Sense, pink, peach. It looks like Pink Ogma is really fast. Okami is always overshooting.
Yeah, Pink Ogmo has like the speed of the hover. And you can hover for quite a while too. Neskamikaze also finishing up both of our players on the same level at this point. Really fast hover there for Neskamikaze.
I'm dying near the end.
And that's going to be a clear for Neskamikaze. Neskamikaze taking the lead for the first time. Going to be navigating through this red and yellow electricity. He has to push this button. And that's going to be another clear for Neskamikaze. Okami finally getting the jumps needed. But now Okami is one level behind.
That's not choosing to buy ahead. Doesn't believe in fashion.
Neskamikaze, you need the hat. Okami opening the door. Ooh, Neskamikaze gets barely clipped, I think, by a pixel of the yellow electricity. Okami, unfortunately, taking a fall back to the beginning of this level. And there is going to be Neskamikaze getting the clear on 2-7. While Okami just finishes 2-6. There, Okami getting 2-7. Still going to be one level behind, but very close race between our players at this point. Ness struggling a little bit on 2-9.
This hover is so fast.
And you have, like, I didn't realize that you can also you can chain your hovers. Both of our players now on 2-9. Some immaculate hovering by Neskamikaze to get through. We'll be at 2-10 now. And there, Okami getting the clear on 2-9. An easy path. Neskamikaze sees it. It's going to take these trampolines to the top. It's going to be clearing World 2. We're now at the Mountain of Misery. This is... If you thought this wasn't Celeste, it might be. Neskamikaze has switched to Ogmo. Unfortunately, taking a fall. Okami finishing World 2 onto World 3. We have a tight race between the two of them at this point. And is switching to Ogmo as well. And Okami getting the 3-1 first try. Neskamikaze having a bit of trouble with these green arrows that refresh the jump. Okami switching to pink Ogmo. A lot of strategy in this race of deciding which Ogmo you're going to pick. Both opting to go with pink Ogmo here. Neskamikaze not realizing that the ice is ice. And Okami getting the clear.
How fast this character moves, every surface might as well be ice.
We now have blue Ogmo for Okami. Ogmo is unaffected by ice and can create platforms for himself. Very interesting. So you can kind of make a temporary platform that you can just move. We're going to see if Okami's able to... neskamikaze is able to get this. Unfortunately, does not quite get it yet. Okami moving on to our next level. Interesting. Okay, so it's not just a horizontal thing. You can do it diagonal if you like. Okami opting to switch to green Ogmo here. I don't think realizes that you can do angled platforms with the blue Ogmo.
That would make this level a lot harder.
This might be... Yeah, because neskamikaze is going to get the clear. Okami is doing this quite the difficult way. Oh, okay. Okami does know can switch, so that's going to be a clear for Okami. So not as big of a hurdle as it could have been. Kamikaze switching to green Ogmo here, while Okami is opting to go with red.
Yes, I've had a lot of trouble with red Ogmo, so I think that was a good choice to not go with red Ogmo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now we're getting to the point where, like, there's a lot of different options you can choose. Ness specifically going for green Ogmo, Okami sticking with red, which gives Okami a bit of a lead now. Going with pink Ogmo. Back to red. Ness has now opted to go with blue Ogmo. And Okami has also gone with blue. Oh, hitting the wall and accidentally landing into the spinning, rotating shuriken. Both of our players have opted to go with blue Ogmo here. Oh man, Ness almost getting it, getting the wall jump. I think should opt to go for that again. Very tight race. Okami switching to green Ogmo. Oh, neskamikaze almost getting it. Okami has opted to switch to pink Ogmo. I think the only way you're going to get through that with pink Ogmo is by going up the top and then getting that hover a second time.
Looks so tight.
It looks very tight. Our players again opting now again to switch back to blue Ogmo.
I like how they're even mirroring each other in thought process of Ogmo switching.
Ness sees something here with green Ogmo. You can see that that lip of the top does jut out just enough for you to click it with the green Ogmo. Okami is opting to go with blue. Ness doing some wall jumps, getting a lot of speed. And there, neskamikaze with the clear, threading the needle with pink Ogmo. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to get that jump with pink Ogmo at the bottom there. I think you have to go the way that neskamikaze did it. Okami now switching to green Ogmo. Has to do some precision jumping. Neskamikaze having some struggle on this next level too.
But once you make it in that small space, yeah.
This is... Oh, Ness almost getting it. It's a lot of precision hovering that needs to be done in order to get through these gaps. It's the high road. I think Okami gets the clear. Just as Neskamikaze finishes...
On stage. This one very much looks like a pink stage.
Yeah, I can definitely see...
But I mean, if you're neskamikaze, then every stage looks like a pink stage.
Pink is the hammer to every level's nail at this point. Okami is opting to go with blue Ogmo for this level. Blue Ogmo seems to be a very safe choice. Oh, but misses it at the end. Neskamikaze building up his lead.
Not that the controls are bad, is that Ogmo is just so fast. You touch the right key and it flies half across the screen.
Yeah, just judging based off how fast you can do hovers with pink Ogmo, it's really, really about getting that accurate timing. And Neskamikaze having some struggle with green Ogmo here. And there is the clear for Okami. It's still going to be one stage behind. Accidentally menuing back to this level. Getting the very quick clear. Okami now back tied with Neskamikaze. Oh, and Neskamikaze getting trapped in the corner. Okami's still trying to figure out green Ogmo here. Is Ness going to get the clear? Ness gets the clear, has completed stage 3. 2 worlds left to go in this goal.
These green controls look kind of painful.
Yeah, they just look like MS Paint. Like you get the line tool, and that's what your platforming is. I don't know. I feel like you could do this level as red Ogmo, but players seem to not want to pick. We now have yellow Ogmo. I completely missed. Invincible while double jumping, or... I guess yellow Ogmo is there for you to get those coins, but so doesn't seem to be that helpful. Okami has decided to go with blue Ogmo here. As soon as I comment on it, has switched back to green. That is going to be a clear for Neskamikaze, beating 4-2. So building up a lead over Okami. easily clearing that level with pink Ogmo. I can already tell that our players are going to have some complaints about green Ogmo.
Green Ogma does the jitter moves look pretty bad.
Okami is like, you gotta die, Okami. That's not, green Ogmo is not gonna bring you up. Opting to go with pink Ogmo now. It's gonna be... That's gonna be a tight hover for pink. It's gonna switch back to blue. Neskamikaze trying to figure out how to get through this one level. Ooh, the double jump over the button into the second lava pit. And that's going to be the clear for Okami, using blue Ogmo to diagonally platform himself to the left.
Catch up chance for Okami because that's just tried basically every Ogma and it's not sure how it's gonna. Oh, it looks like pink is working now as I say this.
I think pink is going to be a nice floater for that bottom section.
An accurate hover.
Oh, but hits the lava. Okami has collected yellow Ogmo. Oh, okay, so like that double jump is like... Yeah, okay. Now I can see why that would be helpful. But I feel like every level is designed in a way where you can beat every level as every Ogmo. Okami racing back to the top to refresh the double jump. That's going to be another quick clear for Okami, 4-2. Very easy clear with yellow Ogmo. And neskamikaze, as soon as Okami gets to the level, has finished it. So still going to maintain that lead. Opting to go with yellow Ogmo. Neskamikaze going with the bed back to the bread and butter pink Ogmo, getting the next clear. Okami's bread and butter seems to be blue Ogmo at this point.
Blue does feel like the most natural way to navigate that bottom section. You can just press down and then you go around. Oh.
And that's going to be a clear. Okami finishing 4-4 a lot faster than neskamikaze. Yeah, just trying to get these verticals with pink. Okami is opting to go with blue. Oh, switching to red Ogmo. We have not seen much red Ogmo play.
Yellow, I don't see yellow.
Yeah, I feel like yellow would be very easy to complete Okami stage. Same with neskamikaze. But uses pink very efficiently, getting the clear on 4-7. very bold pick for Okami to go with green Ogmo here.
It's working somehow?
Oh, but gets the last... misses the last grab. Going to be a clear for Okami, but another clear for neskamikaze. Neskamikaze building back up the lead that he had. And there's Okami using pink Ogmo. And that's going to be 4-10. One more world to go. What is going on with this world?
Looks so sad that you died.
There is a clear for Okami. Needs to start catching back up. Okami wants to maintain his wizard status. Oh, neskamikaze missing the last jump, landing right on top of the spikes.
Bonk on the ceiling, and it should be a very precise jump to not bonk on the ceiling there with.
I think this is going to be a clear for Okami. So Okami hitting 4-9. Very quick clear with red Ogmo, getting the medal. Oh, and neskamikaze hitting in the same spike trap. Pink Ogmo is going to clear this level 4-10. And again, just as Okami gets to 5-1, neskamikaze finishes 5-1. Going to maintain that one level lead. Okami is opting to pick blue Ogmo here. This might get a very quick clear. And that is going to do it. Yeah, I think Okami and blue Ogmo are going to be best friends at the end of this race. Oh, and Ness barely missing. Okami just fell through those happy faces. They were not able to become a platform in time. Now switching to red Ogmo, almost getting to the end. Not sure which is going to be the best Ogmo here. Okami switching to green. As neskamikaze completes it with red.
That looked like a good choice for the jumps in this particular.
Oh, I can see the logic here with green.
Actually, really smart pick if it works.
That's going to be another clear 5-5 for Ness. What a level! What a level! 5-5! Could stump even the strongest of racers, but neskamikaze clears 5-5 with ease. He needs to actually just point the Ogmo up.
The problem is every green attempt is quite slow because it gets so much sticking to the wall.
Yeah, I don't know why Okami isn't going to switch to red. Red seems to be... Ugh. If Okami did not get trapped under those faces, may have had a chance. But I think sees the path with green. I don't know how Okami saved that one. Ness is switching to green. Back to his favorite. And jumping back to green.
Let's try yellow. Looks like it worked well the last time.
I think this is going to be a clear. That's going to be the clear. 5-6. There's not much game left. If Okami wants to stay a wizard, needs to pick up the pace. neskamikaze does not seem to be slowing down for these levels. And as I say that, Okami gets the clear with green Ogmo on 5-2. Oh, and Ness had the vision here. Is going to probably get this clear pretty quickly with pink. And that is 5-7 down. 3 levels to go. Pink going to be the savior. I do not see how you solve this level with pink in any way. It's going to be the clear for 5-3. But Ogmo seems to going to be the might get the clear for neskamikaze. Oh, runs into the spike wall. I think Okami is going to get it with blue Ogmo here. And that's going to be, will Okami get 5-5 first try?
See.
Oh, and yet another. Wow, we have 2 god gamers. 5-5 solved immediately for both of them.
This is why this is Wizard 4.
This is going to be close. I think Okami might get this. And oh! neskamikaze almost having it with Reg Ogmo, but accidentally lands on a Bubble Man's bike in the fall. And that's going to be a clear of 5-6.
Much faster clear.
Switching to pink. Pink is what got neskamikaze this clear pretty quickly. And that's going to be the clear for neskamikaze. 2 levels to go. Oh, there was just no place to land. There's just an evil spike on top of that blue. This looks like a yellow level if I saw one.
I think it looks like a pink level. Like every other
Pink would
level.
work too. Oh my gosh. Is this going to be the quickest clear of this 5-8? Oh, almost. I think Okami sees it though. Okami just missed the jump right at the end. Has to make this really rough jump. I don't know if neskamikaze is going to make it with blue Ogmo here. Oh, Okami had it, but accidentally wall jumps instead of jumping vertically. Gets the clear. We have level parity, 5-9. Who is going to get it? neskamikaze has the stage knowledge.
Okami has the blue Ogmo knowledge.
Oh, but Ness is on the platform. Ness is going to get the clear first. Okami right behind, 5-10. Is this going to be a pink Ogmo clear immediately for Ness?
Oh no.
It is not. Okami is opting to go with blue. He's going to take the slow path. Is that going to be good? I don't think so. Ness gets the clear. That's going to be a victory for neskamikaze. And Okami falls with blue Ogmo right at the end. What a victory for neskamikaze. Almost stolen away from Okami at the last second. What a race.
Felt like Lance knew every time Okami reached the same level, he decided to clear the level he was on.
And that is going to be the dot done from Okami. What a race between the two of them. So close. Coin flip between who was going to take that, and it just seems to land in neskamikaze's favor. Oh, keeping it close at the end. Was a Wizards 4 match, so Okami is not out of the tournament yet, is just dropped into the Lizards bracket. Neskamikaze moves one step closer to making top 8. What a race between the two of them. Cannot ask for a more fun and fast race. And joining us are our racers, both Okami and Neskamikaze. GG's to both of you. What a great race.
Yeah, good game. It's weird and very slippery, but
Yeah,
it was all right.
It was more slippery than I would like in a platformer.
For sure. It definitely felt like that was half the challenge, just it being slippery.
Yeah, it felt like watching it that every character was so fast. Like,
yeah,
with Pink Ogmo, you could just slide across the entire level. And like,
I was gonna say, considering the other game I know Ogmo from is Super Meat Boy, which is also a very fast game, that tracks.
Yeah, so talk to me more about like how it felt to play the game, the character choices, why you gravitated towards ones over the others. I'll start with you, Ness.
Well, like, Pink was obviously the best. So it felt pretty much every stage just like try Pink, and if it's bad, then do somebody else.
I mean, Okami might have a different opinion, because Okami seemed to favor Blue Ogmo a lot.
Yeah, I did like Blue. It felt like Blue gave me the most control over my character. It was more the slow and steady approach, so it helped me to get through at least a few stages. My least favorite was definitely Green.
Oh yeah, Green was bad.
Despite that, though, Okami, you did do a few levels as Green, which kind of surprised us, as Ness did it with Pink or some other character. Why did you opt for Green, especially I think it was 5-2?
Well, as I said in IRC, I couldn't really figure out how exactly the platforms work in World 5. They were, based on the number of times I sunk into it, I could tell there was at least some sort of consistency, like they activated when you got to a certain point in the level, but I couldn't figure out what that consistency was. So I took an approach of not relying on the platforms at all, because I don't know if they're going to be there or not. And Green was the choice for that, for me. Not having to rely on the platforms as much.
It kind of seems like there were like ones in the platform that would activate when you got close, and some that just were there but were fake. And would never activate.
Like I still have the game open here. Let me, because you can jump to whatever stage you want. It was what, 5-2?
It felt consistent to me, but it was just weird.
I think it was more like trial and error. Like you'd have to check which ones actually were going to be platforms.
Right. When I first saw them and like the different colors popping up, I thought it was like a Switch Palace thing. That's like, if I had unlocked some other Ogma somewhere else, then I would get more platforms.
All right, yeah, tell me about the hardest level, 5-5.
Oh, I already forgot. Which one was that?
I think that's the one where you just run to the right in all the challenges if you want to get the coins.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that. Not like.
No.
Yeah, redoing 5-2 now with Blue. I see what I should have been doing now, and I probably could have snuck out the win had I done that. Oh well.
Yeah, you were both on the final level. Like both of you entered the final level at the exact same time.
Huh.
Yeah.
I noticed like a few times that really helped is like if I failed a couple times, if I saw like a coin blocked by one of those like color gates, that's like, oh, that's probably the easy one for this level. I should go to that.
Yeah, it was a lot easier to do this with Blue with the platforms. I think I did the 5-2 first with Blue, or I was trying to do it with Blue, but when I got to the platforms that wouldn't appear, by the time they appeared, I was already falling to my doom, so they didn't activate in time for me.
Sure. I think I did that with Red.
I ended up
Yeah.
doing it with green.
You did that one with red, Ness.
Yeah, let me see what this is like. I didn't end up using red Ogmo that much, actually.
I did like not a whole lot throughout the game, but in 5 it felt like there was a decent amount of levels that red did pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying red right now. I think red's just moving way too fast for me to get any consistency. This is also the kind of game I probably should have set joy to key for, because playing this with keyboard is...
Yep.
Mm,
I refuse. Joy to key every time.
yeah. I usually end up... Like, I have joy to key on command, and I should probably use it some more, but I'm like, nah, I'll adapt to the keyboard controls every time. Why not?
I will not play anything on keyboard. Absolutely nothing unless I have to. I hate it.
Speaking of hating it, Okami, it's sad to see that you're going to be knocked down into the lizards bracket. I don't know if you hate being a lizard, but you have to be one at this point.
I've gotten used to it by this point.
And speaking of not hating it, Neskamikaze, you are 1 win away from top 8.
I'm just gonna warn you, if me and Midboss win our game and play in top 8, we're just gonna raise TCG.
Well, I don't think tournament organizer Internet Dirigible would enjoy that, but whatever. I don't make that call. Any final words before we let you both go?
Yeah, blue's the best color.
I think I used blue for like 4 levels. I didn't use it much.
It's not the good speed one, but it's the good consistent one.
Well, I didn't understand like when you could jump off. I thought you had to wait for it to disappear. So I just was like,
Oh, you can jump off whenever. I definitely got a few times, though, because I jumped as the platform disappeared, so I only got a single jump instead of your usual double jump that you get.
oh, yeah, I misunderstood. I was like waiting for it to disappear and like mashing jump, hoping I'd get it out in time, and it felt bad.
Some levels were designed, however, around the idea that if you want to cleanly get off your platform and go like right below you, you have to just jump and stay on the platform. But the problem is it's a low ceiling and you can die if you jump.
Got it. Alright. Well, good race.
Yep, good luck. You're 1 away now.
All
We'll
right,
see.
thank you to both. Have a good night to you both. And
See
good
ya.
luck in the rest of the tournament.
See you, folks.
Good deal.
And with that, I believe ends our broadcast for today. Exciting races all around. What do we have to look forward to in the future FFAO?
2 matches scheduled for tomorrow. 2 easy match. 2 p.m. and Ogami at 8:30 p.m.
Looks like we have a bit of a gap after that, so no matches on Wednesday. But we'll see some more on Thursday and probably more throughout the tournament. We are getting to that point where there's going to be less matches. Half of our competitors are gone at this point, so we're going to lose even half more. So we don't look forward to seeing that, but we do look forward to seeing those matches. So with that, I bid you all a good night. Thank you for the Restream FFAO.
Thanks for the commentary.
All right. And out there in Chatland, thanks for watching and have a good night or day or whatever, wherever you are.
Good time of day, everyone.